much for staying with us. I'm now being joined by Mr. Mike Ejiofor. He's very experienced, served his time as the DSS, and he grew to the rank of director. Tonight he's going to be giving us some insight into the security situation in the country, how important the nexus between intelligence and operation, and some of the decisions that have been made by President Bola Tinubu. Thank you so much indeed for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
What do you make? I mean, first and foremost, it's rare for you to hear that a politician resigns from a political appointment. Mr. Badaru, former Jigawa governor who served as the defense minister, resigned, although he said on health grounds. And the president immediately is now thinking about bringing back from retirement Mr. General Christopher Musa, the immediate past CDS, to become the minister. What do you make of that the scenario?
Well, first of all, it's unusual for a Nigerian to resign from office. I'm not saying it's not practical, but it's unusual. If you recall that some ministers have been rushed out of this country for medical treatment, yet they remain in office. We've not heard of any medical record of Badaru, only for him to say he has resigned because on health ground. Now, there are other speculations too that he was forced to resign due to ongoing changes by the president. If you look at, in a sane country, in a civilized society, he ought to have resigned since. You know, last week or so, 2 weeks ago, he made a statement that the Air Force cannot bomb the forest because the bomb cannot penetrate into the forest. I mean, does it make any sense? He doesn't have the security background. And for him to be Minister of Defense, you know, we politicize everything in this country. So I don't think what we should be doing is how do we move forward. Then now comes the appointment of CG Musa, the former CDS. I was one of the people who was shocked when he was removed as the CDS. And I don't know whether it's coincidence. Since he left, there was escalation and upsurge of attacks, mass kidnappings and all this. So I think the president has done well by bringing him back as Minister of Defense. He worked very closely with other service chiefs as a chief of defense staff. He commanded their respect among the various agencies. The president, the former minister, didn't have the respect or command of these service chiefs. All the service chiefs, at least they are senior for now, and Minister of Defense. So he's going to be in firm control. You know, he's an outspoken person. He doesn't hide his feeling. He wants the job done. He boosts the morale of the soldiers. So I think he has to, he will bring a lot of his experience to bear on table.
It does look like President Bola Tinubu has found an ally in CDS Musa. From what I see, and you can see the body language, and perhaps I am thinking that maybe the only option left to him is he couldn't have retained the CDS, considering the fact if you are going to remove the rest, in terms of ranking, it will have become a ceiling above the heads of the other people that will be coming, because I think it was in course 38 or so, yes. 37, and you have people who are coming from course 39, 40, 41, who are coming, so it might almost be a lot of issues, because what has happened when we see a rapidly moving service chief changing and all that is because so rapidly you see officers spending less than a year or less than the term that are necessary in a rank, and they are booted out of service. But from what I see, the body language which you have said, it looks like President Bola Tinubu has found an ally in CDS Musa. Could there be any? Could this be a tactical, operational, or strategic difference that we should be expecting?
You took the word out of my mouth. I think the president's move was strategic. When he was removed as CDS, nobody read his mind. People were wondering. You can see a lot of people saying good things. It's rare before somebody leaves office and people are praising him. But people were praising him. So I think the president was strategic in his moves. And bringing him to the minister as a minister of defense is going to put a lot of pep in the fight against insurgency, because he's somebody you can trust, to handle such a volatile situation. I just pray too that he gets the job done as he did when he was CDS.
Let me take you back to the field. Strategically and tactically speaking, though. And there are those who say within the security sector to say there's nothing that happens practical-wise that the intelligence community are not aware of. Usually, strikes and attacks happen without the intelligence community having... there might be a miss in terms of the operational repelling of it, but the intelligence community always catches a feel of what is going to happen. What do you think could have gone wrong? I know you are not right in the middle of it, but you could see, because this is where you spend over 30 years of your life as a professional. But if you sit down, you will see what could have gone wrong. What do you think has gone wrong, where things are spiraling?
Well, you see, it will not be entirely correct to say that the intelligence community sees everything. They are not God, they are human beings. And that's why in the field we have what is called intelligence failure. At times there are slips, But that is not to say that the intelligence community, especially the leadership of the present DG SSS, Oluwatosin Ajayi, he's everywhere. Arrests are being made, and you can see prosecutions ongoing.
That's something I've noticed in the DSS in DSS those days, when you people are in service, literally we see you people as rogue police officers, because what happens is that when DSS catches you, we always think that straight to the bunker. But Oluwatosin Ajayi will rather send you a court summons. He would have gone to court to perfect his case. It looks so... I don't know whether he has a legal background. But the DSS now are more in court prosecuting.
When he came in, he said he was going to professionalize the service. And when you are used to certain things, it becomes very difficult to change. But he's determined to effect that change. And arrests are being made, prosecutions are ongoing, convictions gotten from the courts, and there are so many arrests that he's not talking about. He doesn't like playing to the
you
media.
Rarely even see him talk.
He wants
you are really even seeing him. I'm not sure a lot of Nigerians who even know what he looks like.
He says he wants to do his job. But I take the case of Niger, for instance, where necessary intelligence was provided, and the governor came out to say that the necessary intelligence was provided, that these people are going to be attacked. Deployments were made, and they even carried out drills in case something like this happened, This is what you should do. But a few minutes before the attack, the people were withdrawn, and the attack took place.
That was in Kebbi.
Yeah, it's in Kebbi, sorry. Now, the question is, that's why I'm baffled. Has any meaningful investigation been conducted?
To our knowledge.
To our knowledge. It has to be, we have to be transparent enough. Because if you don't punish, if you don't punish offenders, if you don't punish offenders, it gives more people more leverage to continue to commit crimes. This is a very serious break, and that up to as we speak, government should have come out, or the authorities should have come out.
Quickly, let me ask you: if there is a unit deployed to a site for an operational duty and they are withdrawn, usually within the military rank, who usually makes that order?
The commander on ground.
The commander.
Yes, because there's somebody in charge.
So we shouldn't. It's not difficult to hold anybody to account.
Somebody must be responsible.
So you imagine that maybe it's a squadron that was sent to that.
Exactly.
That's I mean, nothing less than 20, just about 20 of them or thereabout. Somebody must have given that order. The immediate commander and the GOC,
the higher authority,
which command the brigade where they have come from, should be in the rank of authority that we should be asking questions. Where did they come from? Who are these people? Why is it that few minutes before? Because it can be a decoy also, that someone tells them, oh, these people were supposed to come here, but they have gone that way, and they were withdrawn.
Exactly, deception.
So a lot of things need to happen. And the president and the security agency need to be telling Nigerians, because the Senate are asking, but we've not gotten an answer.
That is why an investigation has to be conducted. If it's a deception or a decoy that took the people out of that place, or they voluntarily left the place, we need to know. Nigerians need to know.
It's just, look, I saw Nunguri Badu, and some of us were privy to some things that happened in the back end. I saw him, and I look at him. The man looks so stressed. The same man is gone to the US. The same man has been going around, and I know a lot of things. And you know, I have this conversation with you. If I'm lost on something, I will call you. You will say, Sean, this is what really happens in this is what. And I hear a lot within the intelligence. I know it's not even. I know things that happen within the intelligence community. And imagine, a lot of people have told me that intelligence and coordination has improved in the last 2 years. And I can imagine the frustration the NSA and some top officials may be facing, because you'll be doing a lot, yet things are falling apart.
Yes.
And the question is, where is the gap?
Well, the gap, you know, I think the gap is being filled. Somehow, the gaps, you can see the presidential directives. These are aimed at filling the gaps. Are they knee-jerk approach? Do you think that the president is taking the right decision? I think he's taking the right decision, but the implementation will be a major problem. For instance,
give me a moment. We need to go on break. Don't go anywhere. I'd like Mr. Ejiofor to explain the instance and the example he's about to make. Whether or not President Bola Tinubu is reactionary, or is actually taking the bull by the horn, because this terrorist seems to be ahead, but we can't be following them. In this kind of instance, we need to stay ahead as a people. We can fight them, can't we? We'll be finding out more after this break. Thank you so much, everyone, for staying with us. Mr. Mark Ejiofor has been speaking with us on the situation of things. We're going to give a quick example of some of the decisions you think that the president is making, that those things that is very reactionary. It's just those guys are ahead. What do you make of it?
Well, you see, among the directives given by the president is the recruitment and training of over 20,000 policemen, soldiers, you know, directing the SSS to deploy forest guards. But the most important of that, of the directives, to me, as an analyst, is the withdrawal of policemen.
But they said 11,000. That's what the police is saying.
Well, the police, I watched the first PRO. When they issued a statement that 11,000 policemen have been withdrawn, that is contrary to claims, even by the former chairman of the Police Service Commission, Okiro, who claimed that we have over 120,000 policemen deployed to VIPs. And recent EU report also said we have over 100,000. So how did we come to 11,000? We have not started. As we speak, policemen are still walking around with people who have no means of livelihood. And the IG says people should be arrested. How are you going to arrest a man an armed policeman, how are you going to arrest them? Are you setting up a squad to go and start looking after them, or you raise alarm when you see?
All right.
So it's a difficult situation for the police, and police is going to be under pressure.
NSTC does not have the capacity.
NSTC does not have the capacity. They are not trained for it. They don't have the capacity.
They don't even have the numbers.
They don't have the numbers to deploy. So how are we going to do this? And their statutory function is to provide security for critical infrastructure. And that means you also have to train them for VIP protection.
All right.
So it's a very dicey situation.
Yeah. Thanks so much, Mr. Michael Joffor. It's always a pleasure having you giving insight into this. Perhaps one of the most experienced DSS officers who retired and still lending his voice on the national issues. Thanks so much indeed.
Thank you,
Michael Joffor, former director of the DSS. Thanks so much, everyone, for watching tonight. I'm Sean Wakimale. God bless Nigeria.